Have you ever wondered why your legs feel heavier, slower, or weaker as the years pass, despite walking regularly or eating fairly healthy? What if I told you that this creeping loss of leg strength might not be due to aging alone, but to something much quieter and far more fixable? Here's the disturbing truth. Thousands of older adults are walking around with hidden deficiencies in key vitamins that directly power their leg muscles, joints, and circulation, and most have no idea until it's too late, until a fall, a fracture, or the day they can no longer get up without help. According to a 2022 report from the National Institute on Aging, over 60% of adults over age 65 are deficient in at least one muscle-critical vitamin. And this isn't just about fatigue. These silent deficiencies have been linked to leg cramps, nerve damage, poor coordination, and even permanent muscle loss, known as sarcopenia. Sarcopenia doesn't arrive with fanfare. It begins subtly, with a little stiffness getting out of bed or a few shaky steps on the stairs. But over time, it robs your lower body of its foundation until even short walks become exhausting. What most people don't realize is that nutrition, not just exercise, plays a vital role in preserving your leg strength into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Now here's the shocker. Many so-called healthy eaters still miss these essential vitamins. Why? Because age reduces absorption, because medications interfere, and because most seniors aren't being told which vitamins actually protect muscle fibers, nerve endings, and blood vessels in the legs. That's exactly what we're uncovering today. In this video, you'll discover the 6 most crucial vitamins that keep your legs strong, steady, and pain-free into your 90s. Some of these you've heard of, but others may surprise you. One in particular plays a critical role in sending calcium to your bones instead of clogging your leg arteries, and another silently protects the very nerves that control how your legs move. Miss just one, and you could be accelerating the very decline you're trying to avoid. But here's the good news. It's never too late to rebuild. By learning what your body needs and where to get it, you can reverse weakness, improve coordination, and keep moving with confidence for decades longer than you thought possible. I want to ask you something very important to me. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? I recommend you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 6 crucial vitamins that help keep your legs strong into your 90s. Number 1. Vitamin D. When most people think of vitamin D, they think of bones. But what if I told you that its most powerful impact, especially for older adults, is actually on your muscles, specifically your leg muscles? Vitamin D is not just about calcium absorption. It acts like a molecular switch that tells your muscle cells to grow, contract, and recover. Without enough of it, your muscles, especially in the legs, start to weaken, even if you're eating enough protein or staying active. A major study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults with low vitamin D levels had significantly poorer lower body strength and balance compared to those with adequate levels. In fact, the difference was so striking that researchers concluded vitamin D deficiency was one of the most overlooked causes of falls and frailty in seniors. Here's why it matters. Your leg muscles are among the largest in the body, and they require constant stimulation to maintain their size and power. Vitamin D directly stimulates type 2 muscle fibers, the fast twitch fibers responsible for balance, quick steps, and preventing falls. When you're deficient, those fibers shrink, weaken, and become less responsive. And the problem gets worse with age. As you get older, your skin produces less vitamin D from sunlight. Your kidneys become less efficient at converting it into its active form. And if you're indoors more often, wearing sunscreen or living in cloudy regions, your natural production could be near zero. Pair that with common medications like steroids, antacids, or weight loss drugs, and it's a recipe for a silent collapse of strength. So how do you know if you're low? The signs can be subtle: frequent leg cramps, unexplained weakness, difficulty rising from a chair, or a sense of imbalance even on flat ground. Blood tests can confirm your levels, and ideally you want them to be at least 30/ml, though many longevity doctors recommend aiming closer to 40/60/ml for optimal muscle support. The solution? Smart, safe supplementation. Vitamin D3, the most bioavailable form, should be your go-to. Many seniors need at least 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily, and some may need more under medical supervision. You can also get small amounts from foods like fatty fish, salmon, sardines, fortified dairy, and eggs, but food alone is rarely enough for older adults. Just as important as taking it, pairing it with vitamin K2, which we'll cover in Section 3. K2 helps direct calcium where it belongs, into bones, not arteries, so the two vitamins work hand in hand. The takeaway here is simple. Without adequate vitamin D, your legs lose their firepower. You may still have the will to walk, but your muscles won't respond. By restoring this one vitamin, many seniors report renewed energy, improved gait, and reduced risk of dangerous falls. Up next, the one vitamin that silently controls your nervous system, and why a deficiency could be making your legs feel numb, unsteady, or disconnected. Number 2. Vitamin B12. If you've ever experienced a tingling sensation in your feet, unexplained numbness in your legs, or a strange unsteady feeling while walking, don't brush it off as just aging. These may be early warning signs of a deficiency in one of the most critical vitamins for your lower body, vitamin B12. B12. It's essential for the health and function of your nerves, especially the long nerves that run from your spine down into your legs. These nerves control how your muscles move, how your joints respond, and how your legs perceive pressure, temperature, and pain. Without enough B12, these nerve pathways start to break down, leading to muscle weakness, balance problems, and even permanent nerve damage if left unchecked. Here's the scary part. B12 deficiency is extremely common in older adults. After the age of 60, your stomach produces less acid, which is needed to extract B12 from food. Many seniors also take medications like metformin, antacids, or proton pump inhibitors, PPIs, which block absorption even further. And since B12 is water-soluble, your body doesn't store it well. So what does this mean for your legs? Without B12, the protective coating around your nerves, called the myelin sheath, starts to deteriorate. Imagine your nerves like electrical wires. Without insulation, signals get lost or distorted. The result? Legs that feel heavy, muscles that misfire, or a sense that your feet aren't connected to the floor. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults with low B12 were more than twice as likely to experience gait disturbances and falls, even if their muscles were technically strong. This shows that muscle power is useless without proper nerve communication. The symptoms of low B12 often start subtly: a little fatigue, a slight tremor, pins and needles in your feet. But over time, it can evolve into serious neurological impairment, causing walking difficulties, cognitive decline, and even irreversible nerve damage. The good news? B12 deficiency is easy to fix, but only if you catch it in time. Start by getting a blood test, specifically a B12 test, and possibly a methylmalonic acid (MMA) test, which shows early signs of deficiency. You want your levels to be at least 500 pg/ml, even though many labs list the normal range as lower. For supplementation, the best form is methylcobalamin A, a natural, bioavailable type of B12. Many seniors benefit from sublingual tablets placed under the tongue, B12 patches, or even injections in severe cases. Dosages vary, but 1,000 mg daily is a common starting point for seniors. You can also get B12 from animal-based foods like beef liver, sardines, eggs, and dairy. But again, if your stomach isn't absorbing it well, food may not be enough. The bottom line? If your legs feel strange, don't ignore it. It might not be your muscles, it might be your nerves. And vitamin B12 is the protective layer they desperately need. Up next, a vitamin that few people talk about, but it may be the most powerful in preventing leg artery stiffness and brittle bones. Number 3, vitamin K2. You've probably heard that calcium is vital for strong bones, especially as you age. But what if I told you that calcium without the proper guidance could actually do more harm than good, clogging your arteries, stiffening your legs, and weakening your ability to walk? That's where vitamin K2 comes in, and it may be one of the most underrated vitamins for leg strength and mobility after 60. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic cop in your body. Its job is to tell calcium where to go, and more importantly, where not to go. It ensures that calcium ends up in your bones and teeth where it belongs, not in your arteries, joints, or soft tissues, where it can become dangerous. So, how does this affect your legs? As we age, many people develop arterial calcification, a condition where calcium hardens inside blood vessels, especially in the legs. This slows down circulation, starves your muscles of oxygen and nutrients, and can lead to pain, stiffness, or even peripheral artery disease, APD. If your legs often feel tight, heavy, or cold, poor circulation may be quietly undermining your strength. Vitamin K2 helps stop this by activating a special protein called matrix glycoprotein, MGP. MGP acts like a cleanup crew, removing calcium from arteries and redirecting it to bones. Without enough K2, calcium starts to accumulate in the wrong places, clogging your leg arteries and even your joints, leading to stiffness and restricted mobility. But here's the twist. Most people don't get nearly enough K2 from diet alone. Unlike vitamin K1, which is found in leafy greens and helps with blood clotting, K2 is found mainly in fermented foods like natto, a traditional Japanese soybean dish, certain aged cheeses, and grass-fed animal products. These foods are rarely eaten in a standard Western diet, especially among older adults with digestive issues or reduced appetite. And while many seniors take calcium supplements or vitamin D for their bones, very few combine them with K2, leaving calcium to potentially wander into the arteries unchecked. In fact, a 2015 study in the journal Thrombosis and Hemostasis showed that seniors who took vitamin K2 alongside vitamin D3 and calcium had significantly better bone density and less arterial stiffness than those who didn't. So what should you do? Look for a supplement that includes MK7, a highly absorbable form of vitamin K2. A daily dose of around 100 to 200 milligrams is typically recommended, though some may need more based on medical advice. Always consult your doctor, especially if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, since K2 can interact with those medications. The takeaway is simple but powerful. Without K2, calcium can become a rogue agent in your body, hardening arteries, stiffening joints, and draining the life from your legs. With enough K2, calcium becomes a friend again, strengthening your bones and keeping your leg vessels clear and flexible. Coming up next is the mineral that often goes unnoticed but is absolutely vital for muscle performance, cramp prevention, and energy, especially in the legs. Let's talk about magnesium. Number 4, magnesium. Imagine this. You're lying in bed, and suddenly your calf seizes in a painful cramp. Or you're walking, and your legs feel like they're dragging with every step. These aren't just random annoyances. they may be signs that your body is desperately low on magnesium. Magnesium is often called the master mineral because it plays a role in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body. But for your legs, its role is incredibly specific and critical. It helps muscles contract and relax properly, supports energy production in muscle cells, and even regulates your heart rhythm and blood flow. In short, it keeps your legs strong, calm, and ready to move. Yet, despite its importance, magnesium deficiency is one of the most common and most overlooked nutritional problems among older adults. As we age, several factors work against our magnesium levels. The kidneys become less efficient at conserving it. Many common medications, including diuretics, antacids, and blood pressure pills, flush it from the body. And because modern farming practices have depleted magnesium from the soil, even healthy foods may no longer provide enough of it. So what happens when your magnesium drops too low? Your muscles suffer. Without adequate magnesium, they can't properly relax after contracting, leading to twitching, cramping, tightness, or spasms, especially in the calves and thighs. You may also feel constant fatigue because your cells can't produce ATP, the molecule that fuels all muscle activity, without magnesium. In fact, a study published in the journal Nutrients found that older adults with higher magnesium intake had better grip strength, faster walking speed, and lower risk of sarcopenia. That's no coincidence. Magnesium is a core fuel source for aging muscles, and low levels accelerate the loss of mobility. But magnesium doesn't just help with muscle mechanics. It also improves leg circulation by relaxing the walls of blood vessels. This means more oxygen, more nutrients, and less lactic acid buildup after physical activity. For seniors struggling with leg pain or discomfort after walking, this mineral could be a game changer. So where do you get it? Magnesium is found in a wide range of foods, especially dark leafy greens like spinach and chard, nuts and seeds, particularly pumpkin seeds and almonds, legumes, whole grains, and even dark chocolate. However, cooking and processing can deplete magnesium, and absorption from food declines with age. That's why many seniors benefit from supplementation. Look for highly absorbable forms like magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, or magnesium malate, all of which are gentler on the stomach. A general maintenance dose ranges from 200 to 400 milligrams per day, but always consult your doctor before adding any new supplement, especially if you have kidney disease or take other medication. The key takeaway? Magnesium is your leg's secret weapon. It keeps muscles moving smoothly, prevents cramps and stiffness, and fuels the energy you need to walk, climb, and stand with confidence. Coming up next is a powerful antioxidant that not only protects your leg muscles from aging, but also improves blood flow and helps combat inflammation. Number 5. Vitamin E. If your legs often feel tired, heavy, or cold, especially after short periods of walking, you might be dealing with something deeper than just fatigue. It could be poor circulation. And when it comes to keeping blood flowing freely to your lower limbs, vitamin E plays a surprisingly powerful role. Vitamin E is best known as a skin and immune support vitamin, but in truth, its most critical function for older adults lies in its ability to protect blood vessels and enhance circulation. As a fat-soluble antioxidant, vitamin E helps stop harmful free radicals from damaging the delicate lining of your arteries, particularly the ones that carry blood to your legs. With aging, the body becomes more vulnerable to oxidative stress, especially in the cardiovascular system. The arteries that supply the legs, like the femoral and popliteal arteries, are especially prone to this kind of wear and tear. When the inner walls of these vessels become damaged, they lose flexibility, narrow over time, and struggle to carry enough oxygen-rich blood to your muscles. This is where vitamin E steps in. By neutralizing free radicals, Vitamin E prevents this cellular damage and reduces chronic inflammation, two major contributors to vascular aging and stiffness. And that matters because leg strength isn't just about muscles, it's about the quality of blood reaching them. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults with higher vitamin E levels had better blood flow and significantly lower markers of inflammation in the lower limbs. Improved circulation means more oxygen and nutrients delivered to your leg muscles, and a faster removal of waste products like lactic acid that cause soreness and fatigue. But that's not all. Vitamin E also supports red blood cell flexibility, which improves the ease with which these cells can travel through narrow vessels, especially in the feet and calves. For seniors with peripheral artery disease, PAD, diabetes, circulation issues, or general leg fatigue, this is especially important. Unfortunately, vitamin E deficiencies are more common than people think, especially in older adults with digestive issues, fat malabsorption problems, or diets low in healthy fats and seeds. So, how can you get enough? Vitamin E is naturally found in sunflower seeds, almonds, hazelnuts, avocados, spinach, and olive oil. But food sources alone may not be enough if absorption is compromised or if oxidative stress is high. That's why many older adults benefit from a high-quality supplement, preferably one that includes mixed tocopherols, not just synthetic alpha-tocopherol. Mixed tocopherols provide a broader antioxidant effect, which may be more beneficial for cardiovascular and muscular protection. The recommended daily allowance for vitamin E is around 15 milligrams, 22.4 IU, but therapeutic doses under medical guidance can be higher in some cases. Always consult your doctor, especially if you're on blood thinners, as vitamin E may increase bleeding risk at high doses. To sum it up, vitamin E is the silent guardian of your leg circulation. It keeps vessels flexible, inflammation low, and oxygen flowing where you need it most, so your legs can perform with less pain, less fatigue, and more freedom. Coming up next is one of the most essential vitamins for building and repairing the very foundation of your leg structure. Number 6. Vitamin C. When you think of vitamin C, you probably think of immune support or fighting off colds. But beneath the surface, this powerful nutrient plays a critical role in keeping your legs strong, stable, and pain-free, especially as you age. How? It all comes down to collagen. Collagen is the main structural protein in your body. It's the glue that holds your muscles, tendons, ligaments, and blood vessels together, especially in the lower body, where stress and movement happen every single day. And vitamin C is absolutely essential for your body to produce, repair, and maintain collagen. Without enough vitamin C, the collagen fibers in your legs become weak and brittle. Your connective tissues, like those in your knees, ankles, and hips, lose their ability to cushion and stabilize your movement. Over time, this leads to joint pain, reduced flexibility, and slower recovery from even minor injuries. For older adults, this is especially important. With age, natural collagen production drops significantly. That's why seniors often notice creaky knees, tight calves, or instability in the ankles. But what many don't realize is that collagen breakdown isn't inevitable. It can be slowed or even reversed with adequate vitamin C. One study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who supplemented with vitamin C before exercise experienced better post-exercise recovery and less soreness. That's because vitamin C helps reduce inflammation, accelerate tissue repair, and even assist in the formation of new muscle fibers after stress or injury. But vitamin C does more than just support your joints. It also strengthens the walls of your blood vessels, especially the small capillaries that feed your leg muscles with oxygen. Fragile vessels can rupture or leak, leading to swelling, bruising, and poor circulation. With strong vascular walls, your legs stay nourished and energized. And here's another bonus. Vitamin C helps absorb iron from plant-based foods. Iron is essential for delivering oxygen to your muscles, which means vitamin C indirectly helps you stay more energized during physical activity. Even a simple walk around the block. So how much do you need? The recommended daily allowance for seniors is around 90 ml for men and 75 ml for women, but many experts suggest aiming for 200–500 ml daily for optimal tissue support, especially for those with joint or mobility issues. Since vitamin C is water-soluble, your body flushes out any excess, so it's generally safe at higher levels unless you have kidney problems. You can get plenty of vitamin C from citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, and grapefruits, as well as bell peppers, strawberries, kiwi, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. For those with absorption concerns or dietary restrictions, high-quality supplements are a reliable backup. The bottom line? Vitamin C is the builder, the repair crew, and the shield your legs need. It keeps the tissues strong, the joints resilient, and the muscles better protected against everyday wear and tear. Now that we've covered all 6 crucial vitamins, it's time to connect the dots and see how these nutrients work together to help you stay on your feet, confidently, into your 90s and beyond. What keeps your legs strong into your 70s, 80s, or even 90s? It's not just luck, it's not just daily walks or an occasional stretch. It's what's happening inside your body, at the cellular, muscular, and vascular level. And the truth is, your legs are only as strong as the nutrients you give them. Let's quickly recap what we've uncovered. Vitamin D is your muscle activator, the trigger that tells your leg muscles to grow, contract, and respond. Without it, your muscles become sluggish and weak, no matter how much you exercise. Vitamin B12 is your nerve protector. It's what keeps the electrical wiring between your brain and your legs sharp and responsive. Miss this one, and your legs may feel numb, uncoordinated, or disconnected from the rest of your body. Vitamin K2 is your calcium director. It makes sure calcium strengthens your bones instead of hardening your arteries. Without K2, even the best calcium supplement can backfire, stiffening your legs and damaging your circulation. Magnesium is your muscle relaxer and energy generator. It prevents cramps, twitching, and weakness, while fueling your muscles with the energy they need to stay active all day. Vitamin E is your circulation enhancer. It protects your leg arteries from aging, boosts blood flow, and helps reduce inflammation that slows down your stride. And vitamin C, the ultimate builder, keeps your connective tissues, joints, and blood vessels strong and supple, repairing damage before it becomes a serious problem. The next time your legs feel tired, shaky, or stiff, consider this. The problem may not be your age or your lifestyle. It might simply be that your body is missing the raw materials it needs to perform. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell. It lets us know that you care about your health and want more science-backed tips tailored just for you. Share this video with a friend, parent, or loved one who needs to hear this. And tell us in the comments which of these 6 vitamins surprised you the most, and which one are you going to focus on starting today. Thanks for watching.